Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome to Awesomenauts. This is a fantastic little MOBA style game. Multiplayer online battle arena is what MOBA stands for. If you're not familiar with it, most well known for games like League of Legends and Defense of the Ancients, or LoL and Dota. This is a sort of side-on view one, fantastic little game. We're going to get started with it very shortly. It has a ton of different characters, and today we're going to be trying one of them. So we'll go to our practice menu here so we can take a look at the upgrades, take a look at how we're going to be upgrading our character, and then get into an actual game and get moving. So, the person we're going to be playing as today is Vinnie and Spike. So Vinnie and Spike has a variety of interesting little powers, making him a very fun character to play, although he does have one significant problem. So, these are the various upgrades for Vinnie and Spike. When you start the game, you will not actually have Vinnie and Spike unlocked. He comes several levels in, but once you get him, he'll have these first powers available. You probably actually have the whole bottom row and these 12. You gradually unlock these powers as the game progresses as you level up. I am at the max level right now, so I already have all of the upgrades. And Vinnie and Spike is a character who I feel is only really effective once you have a lot of upgrades. So if you're having a hard time playing him early on, it may just be because you haven't leveled him up enough. I find a lot of the very important upgrades for this character come late in his upgrades. As you can see, I have 5 of these ones equipped at the moment. Oh, this one isn't super important. So, what do these upgrades do? Well, Vinnie, like all characters, have a constant attack and 2 activatable abilities. His first activatable ability is a Spike Charge. You have 6 upgrades for it. We'll go over each of them and why I have the ones I do. The Antique Machine Gun means you have an additional 1.8 range on your attack, which is not bad. What that means is once you attack, you dash a set distance, and then the spikes that come out of you go further. You sort of blast spikes in a circular area. This makes them go further, they pierce through walls, which means you can much easier hit people through the floor. One of my friends quite likes this upgrade, I'm not a big fan of it. The Dead Seahorse Head is a very useful one in my opinion. It means you shoot extra spikes before you dive, and those extra spikes deal half the damage of your final spike. What that means is, if you're doing your dive, you are moving along, when you hit the dash, you blow some spikes up here, and then again here. At max damage, that means you can do an extra 50% of your damage on someone who's close to you, which is the ideal time to use it. It's not always the best opportunity, but it does give you some free extra damage. It's quite nice. The Alien Abduction Kit adds a silencing effect to your spike dive, not for very long though. I don't feel it really pays for itself. The Bag Full of Goldfish means you do extra damage when you have 200 solar in your pockets, and that can be quite nice, but I find it's only really effective in the late game because up until then you really want to be spending your money fairly quickly to get the upgrades that you need. Although that one is arguable. The Chrome File is a constant damage upgrade of 10 per level twice, and that's amazing, putting your base damage up to 50, meaning that with this you can do a full damage of 75 if both of the spike dives hit. And the Rigged Casino Games has 2 levels and reduces the cooldown of your spike dive by up to 3 seconds at maximum. This is not great on its own, but the fact that you can combo it is what makes this an amazing part of Vinnie's upgrades. Vinnie's second activatable power is his Smoke Screen. It has, again, 6 upgrades, and I'll go over them as well, and we'll explain how this all works together once we get through all the different upgrades. So, the Red Bandana makes your smoke screen silence people when they're in it, but not for very long, only for an 8/10 of a second, yes, that's what I'm trying to say, which is okay, but not as good as the other things you can do with it. The Clown's Mask makes you immune to debuffs when you're in it, which is quite nice in some ways, giving you a maximum of 3-second immunity, but I find it's generally not as useful, like I said, as the other upgrades. The Mammoth Sock with Holes makes all of your teammates invisible once you use it, which is pretty darn cool. Makes it if you're doing coordinated play, that can be very effective, but not as good as some of the other things in my opinion, because we have the Withered President Mask, which reduces the cooldown of your spike dive by 4 seconds. The Rocketeer, which increases the size of your smoke screen, so it's much larger. And the Rubber Mask, which means you generate money for every enemy in the smoke screen. Now this one is amazing. This is what makes this character amazing. But we'll go over how this works all together in a minute. Then you have your Constant Attack, which is a rapid-fire 3-bubble shot that pierces enemies. And it's very nice for killing mobs, not so great for other stuff, but you can upgrade it to be much better. Sharky and Remora here increase the range of your bubble gun, which I find very useful, otherwise it's really hard to hit people who are running away from you. Scarfish increases the attack speed of your bubble gun, which doesn't make a huge difference in my opinion, but you might go for it if you feel like it. Yokoiza increases the damage of your bubble gun after using your smoke screen or your spike dive, but I don't feel it's big enough to make it worthwhile. It doesn't last for very long. Alk Harper is a constant boost to your bubblegun damage, putting it up to 6 instead of 3, which is much nicer. The Godfish increases the damage of your bubblegun when you're fighting wealthy enemies, which is a bit situational, but could be good. It's only 150 solar, so it's not that much. And the Loan Shark gives you extra solar for every Awesomenaut you kill, and solar is, of course, the money in this game. It pays for itself after one upgrade. I'm not super keen on this one at the moment. I might swap that out for something else. I just have it in to try it out. Sometimes you gotta experiment with your loadouts. The bottom line is also very important. Down here we have Power Pills Light, which boost our health 3 times by 25, giving us 75 more health, putting us up to a nice round 200, which is important in my opinion, but generally not immediately. Solar Crab Burgers, which means that picking up money heals you. This is vital for this character. We'll explain why in a second. Space, this is your boots, boost your movement speed. Vinnie and Spike are one of the few characters that I do not take the boots on. I almost always take them because being able to catch up to people, being able to get away from people is very important. But for Vinnie, you need these other upgrades instead. The Solar Tree is also something I'm very unused to not taking. We do not take our Solar Tree, which doubles our constant money intake. Instead, we swap it for the Piggy Bank, which is an upgrade I only take on this character at the moment. It gives you $150 right off the very beginning, and it gives you a little bit of an edge at the start of a game. We also don't take the Power Pills Light, which boosts your maximum health by 30 one time for free. So that's a lot of upgrade talking. Why do we take this? Why does this setup work? Well, this setup is based around one incredibly powerful combo. What you do is, when you start the game, you first unlock the smoke screen, and you buy the rubber mask. You also use your piggy bank to get some extra money to start off with, so that you can get it all working. Then, what you're trying to do immediately afterwards is upgrade the size of it, so that you have a much larger smoke screen that generates money constantly from any enemy that's in it. Basically, your job at the beginning of the game is to make money. You have a very, very slow startup with this upgrade set, but it's very effective once you get it maxed. You start by trying to make as much money as you can by popping the smoke screen on hordes of enemy robots, which we'll show you once we actually get into the game. And that way, you can generate the money to start making yourself really effective. Then, you start buying things such as the rigged casino games. That's your next priority. Reducing the cooldown of your spike dive by 3 seconds. The cooldown is normally 7 seconds, so now it's down to 4. The next upgrade you go for is the Withered President Mask, which reduces your cooldown by another 4 seconds. Meaning that if you use your spike dive and then use your smoke screen, you can immediately spike dive again. That's incredibly powerful once you get it working. It means you can really burst damage someone down. After that, it gets a little bit more fuzzy. You can choose to go for the Solar Crab Burgers, which means that the money you constantly generate from having this cloud up heals you. So basically, you dash in, you pop your smoke, you're now constantly healing while you attack them again. Very nice. You may want to boost your health if you're getting a lot of damage taken. You may want to start doing your Dead Seahorse Head. That's the next upgrade if you're going to be on this top line, because it gives you the immediate damage burst from 30 to possible 45. Then you want to start going for the Chrome File, which increases your damage again by 15 per level if you already have the Dead Seahorse Head, which is quite nice. So you start doing a lot of damage. Once you get all of these things upgraded, as well as your Solar Crab Burgers, you have a huge amount of burst damage, and you're constantly healing once you charge into the enemy. You're not invincible, of course, you can still be taken out, and there are a lot of counters to this strategy, but it is very effective. So, that's our strategy. What we're going to do now is I'm going to cut. We're going to come back when we're heading into a online game, because playing this against bots is really not very interesting, and we'll see how well it plays. So, I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, so here we are at the character select in this multiplayer battle. We are going to play as the skin of Vinnie, which is the Ghost Pirate. Doesn't really change anything apart from the visuals, and it's nice to support the developers this way because the skins are actually fairly expensive and the game is not, so buying a couple skins is a nice way to show your support. So we are going to jump in with the same loadout I was talking about earlier. Hopefully the game is not already in progress and we'll be able to have a quick little chit chat about it as we're going here. It looks like it is not. Excellent. So, a couple quick things to keep in mind. Oh, no, host left during migration, returning to menu. Okay, never mind. Well, we'll see if we can try that again. We'll pick Vinnie again as our Ghost Vinnie. It can happen. Sometimes the host leaves.
Meet my fishy friend.
Looks like our friends here are Gnaw and Clunk, which should work out okay. We have the same upgrades. Let's try this again. So, if you're not familiar with this, we start out in a drop pod, trying to pick up as much money as we can as we fall out of the sky. It doesn't really matter how much we get at this point, although we do have a very slow start with this character. We're going to see how we do. The game has currently been placing me in League 2, which I feel is much too high. It goes from 1 to 9, of course. I was very comfortable in League 4 or League 3. In that area, I found that the opponents I had were about the same skill level as I am. However, in League 2, I find that I'm consistently placed against people who have way more hours in this game than I do, and I have a very hard time competing at this tier, but we'll see how the game goes. But yeah, we're in a fairly high tier, and my level has been wildly changing recently from 7, 4, 2, 4, 7, 4, 2, that kind of range, changing in those areas as games win or lose, but it recently decided that I'm staying in 2, which is fairly unfortunate, because I'm not sure if I like it here, but that's okay. So, once the game begins, we have to realize that we are a flying character, so we have to stay in the air as much as possible. On the ground, you are incredibly slow and vulnerable, so try not to be there. We are also going to be watching out for bigger characters. If the enemy have Skoldir, Clunks, or Derples, the larger characters you can see on screen right now, we want to probably stay away from them. Although we have a great amount of burst damage we can give, we are not really good at taking out people with a ton of health. Prime targets are people like Voltar, Genji, people with lower health bars, who if we can get to, we can do some serious damage quickly. Those are not exactly the greatest choices because they're also both supports, but the point is, people who do not have enormous health bars. We're going to see how it goes though, and hope for the best. Oy. Just be warned though, this character does have a very slow startup time, and it can take a while to actually be able to play effectively. We're going to do our best here to do what we can in the early game, but we're probably not going to be very effective, which can be a bit of a problem if your other team is. So as we drop in here, it looks like we are in AI 404, which is a fairly decent level for this character because there's a lot of open space in the middle, which is nice, although the fact that the middle of the area is also a lot of low gravity field is not great. So we buy our solar tank, we buy our smoke screen, we buy our rubber mask. We're not going to buy anything else yet because we're looking to get a little bit more money. So we're going to drop down here and try and just make some money. We could buy our spike dive, but we're going to hold on to the money and hopefully expand our smoke screen to the larger size quickly, because the sooner we can get those upgrades, the better. We're playing with a Gnaw, who has the Bumblebee skin right now. There we go, drop in that smoke, which should get us some free money, which is good. We don't actually have any of our special attacks. We might be able to kill Matinos. No, it looks like he has gotten away. Okay, and Rie is over there. Let's see who the enemies actually are. It looks like we have... Oh, that's unfortunate. We have 3 of the actual human players. The other team is largely bots still. So that may not be good for them because there's a good chance that they're going to be playing like idiots. Also, something is really lagging. Holy cow. Tanuba there just had 999 ping. That's not good. So things might be a little bit weird this game. But we're going to see how it goes and see if we can do the best we can. Now, Raylan's going to snipe us in a minute. She's a very effective snipe like that. We're going to drop down and place some smoke here, though, which should stop their bots from taking our bots out, giving us the opportunity to do some damage. We do have 199 solar now, which is good. They are getting more actual players, which is good. They now have a Genji and a Gnaw as well. We teleported back. We're going to buy the upgrade for our size on our smoke screen, and then we're going to go for the spike dive after that, I think. That will give us the ability to actually do some damage. As of right now, we're still just trying to make as much money as we can, because any enemies who are caught in our smoke screen, which is now quite large, will give us funds. And this is a perfect opportunity to pop the smoke. Unfortunately, if our allies keep killing the enemies, we won't make quite as much money as we otherwise could, but it's still looking pretty good for us right now. We want to be wary of going too close to Raylan because of the ability she has, which is a fairly powerful sniping ability, but thankfully we have the ability to drop a smoke screen on her face if she tries to use it against us. We're going to come over here and respawn these enemies. The special thing about AI 404 rather is that you can spawn robots by going over to those pods, and as the number suggests, that's how many enemies you get to spawn. Unfortunately, I'm looking for more health here, and I'm just not seeing any. I don't want to go too close to Raylan because she will snipe me in the face, and it will hurt quite badly. Now, I also don't want to go too close to Gnaw, because he will do something fairly similar. Yes, it is not looking good for me here, because the enemies that I wanted to kill for health, it looks like Gnaw is going to get. No, we got them. Excellent. Unfortunately, I stole them all away from our Gnaw as well, which is not ideal, but we should be able to do a little bit of harassment to him here before we run away. We don't want to get caught up in anything we can't fight, so we're going to run for the hills here before we get murdered. We do... Ouch! Need to run away right now, however. Get out of there! Awesome, we survived with a tiny sliver of green health, which means that although we're being poisoned, which prevents us from teleporting back to base and does damage over time, we won't die from it. So we're going to head back to base and pick up our actual attack here, Spike Dive. Our next priority after that is probably going to be our Solar Crab Burgers, which will make us a lot more sustainable, because that'll make all of the money we get from our smoke screen heal us, but for the time being, we want our actual attack first. So now we'll head back into the fray. You see how much we slow down when we touch the floor, we keep in the air, and we move a lot faster. This character is also fairly good at escaping because of the fact that you can use your smoke screen and your dash as escape techniques, and also the fact that you can... Oh, can we get a kill in here? No, it does not look like we can. We've taken a lot of damage. We need to get up into cover and get a little bit of health back. Please kill it. Excellent. An interesting thing about poison damage is that if you are able to get a health pack while you are in the middle of taking poison damage, all the remaining poison damage you have stops happening, which is fairly nice for keeping yourself alive. Now we're going to drop in here and we're going to smoke screen. Can we kill these guys? I do not think we can. We're going to have to run away. Alright, well we got a nice bit of money out of that and did some damage, pushed the enemy back, which is kind of what we wanted to do because they did have a fairly good strike at us there, and now they do not have that. We could probably take out Genji if we could get a good hit in on him, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to get that right now. We'll come back up here and respawn the bots. We really need some health, so once we can get our Solar Crab Burgers, which will be our next purchase for sure, we'll be a lot more sustainable because just any enemy units will be able to fully heal us back. I'm scared of going near Raylan right now because I believe she'll be able to snipe us, but that should give us some nice money, and if I can get away from Genji, I cannot get away from Genji in time. Excellent. That's okay though, it happens. We have a decent amount of money, and we should be able to recover fairly soon. Genji has a very high damage melee ability, which makes him very worrying. Not melee, it's a fairly long range ability, but his constant attack is fairly high damage, so we have to be very wary of him. Hooey. So we're going to head back over here and see if we can't get our Solar Crab Burgers, which should make us a lot harder for the enemy to kill, especially Gnaw, because his damage is so delayed over time. This should give us the ability to make us a lot more survivable, like I said. As we push back forward, hopefully things will go well for us, because I would love to be able to contribute to these fights a little bit more, but it does take us a fairly long time, like I said, to actually get underway. Now, we just trying to harass that Gnaw there by dropping the smoke screen on him. I'm a little bit worried about that, exactly, so we're watching out for that and staying out of Raylan's way, otherwise she would snipe us in the face. We have a fight going on up here, which we can help with. We're going to steal this health if we can before it regenerates, before the Gnaw. Excellent. And can we get him? Can we get him? No, we cannot, in fact, get him, unfortunately. One of the problems about Gnaw in levels like this is that he will place his weedlings, which are those little plants there, up in this top area, meaning that he constantly gets healed without having to do anything. His weedlings will kill the passive mobs up there and just generate money for him, which is very unfortunate for us. So we need to really place a smoke screen in here. We will get a lot of money if we can manage it, but it does not look like we were going to get one at the time. We did get a bit of money out of it, but not as much as we could have. So we're also worried about Raylan's sniping. She's a very powerful character, one of my other favorites. However, for now, we're going to play it a bit safer. We're going to come over here and harass Gnaw's bots, because if we can blind them, they can't do anything to us. They will die a horrible death, and everything should be good. Now we're going to wait for our smoke screen to recharge, and we're going to try and dive down on the enemies below. It looks like they have run over, though, so this isn't going to be as good as it could be, but we can at least get a little bit of assisting in there. So, we're going to smoke these guys so we can get the extra money while they're still alive. Should also blind those guys temporarily, which gives us a little bit of extra money, which is always nice. Those big flying bots do a lot of damage, actually. It's surprising how much damage they do, so you have to be really careful of them later in the game. We're going to blind the enemies there, so they'll have a hard time killing our teammates, and we're going to jump back to spawn there so that we can buy some upgrades. There we go. So now we're going to start the real thing that makes us powerful. We're going to start buying our cooldown upgrades. Once we get a couple more of those, we should be a lot more effective, and we should be able to really contribute to these fights, especially because they have a Raylan. Raylan is really good for fighting as Vinnie, because if you can get close, she is going to die horribly. Now, he's going to try and snipe me and succeed, unfortunately. That hurt quite a bit. I got stuck to the wall there. One problem with Vinnie's flight power is that he is a little bit hard to control directly. He has a tendency to be a little bit floaty once you're jumping, which makes him a bit hard to stop moving. So we're going to generate some extra health here off these bots, and then we should be able to get in there and actually fight these guys. We're going to wait till the snipe goes off, because Raylan should try and snipe us about now. Yeah, there it goes. You can tell about how long she'll be if you're used to the character, because she has a cooldown a set length. And if you can predict it, you have a fairly good chance of actually fighting her off. And unfortunately, I just dove into some acid there, so I'm going to be taking a bunch of poison damage. We can try and heal ourselves a little bit here by grabbing some of this money, but it's not going to do a whole lot for us at this stage. We're going to want to quickly jump down here and grab some money from these guys, like so. Because now Raylan also has a hard time sniping anyone because she doesn't know where we are in that cloud. Okay. Genji is making things difficult for us, though, because Genji absolutely ruins our bots. He has an amazing, amazing cloud damage thing that just wrecks the enemy bots, so it makes it very hard for us to push unless he's not there. We're going to keep trying against him, as this will make some nice extra damage for us. There we go. We do have 209 solar again, so it will be nice to be able to push again soon. But as it stands, we may have to hold off on that. And here comes a snipe. Thankfully she missed because she was shooting through the smoke screen, and we're going to teleport back to spawn now, pick up another upgrade, see if we can't get more of our cooldown working, because as soon as we can get this one as well, then we can really hurt people. It'll take a little bit longer before we can really do damage, but that'll immediately give us the burst damage we do not have at the moment. As it happens, once you level up fully, you have some seriously powerful bursts. Also, we just got hit by Genji's Cocoon, in my opinion, the most annoying ability in the game. Not because it's effective, just because it's really annoying. Alright, so we're trying to do some burst there. Good. Hurt a little bit of Raylan. And we might be able to kill her here. No, she got away there, which means she's going to snipe us and probably kill one of our people. Nope, we got away there, luckily. Unfortunately, she also got away there, luckily. I was sure we would have been able to hit her there, but it looks like we got unlucky with the way our spikes went and didn't actually do any damage. Here comes Raylan again. Of course, now she has some health back. We might be able to generate some health if the bots move in there quickly enough. It looks like they were a little bit slower than I was expecting. Raylan's going to snipe me here. Ouch, that really hurt. Raylan's snipe is seriously painful. So we're going to try and go get some health back, and soon we'll be able to buy our upgrades, so that should be nice. So we'll grab some of these health. Good. We'll only grab one so that Na can grab the others. Actually, hang on. Enemy Na is right there. If we can grab him, this will be fantastic. No, we cannot grab him. But we can drop down here and seriously harass Genji. We can get him out of the way, which means he won't be attacking our towers, which is always good. Now, if we can push up, Genji might be up here still. Yes, it looks like he is. Might be able to hurt him. No, he is at full health. We're not going to be able to do anything to him at the moment. Until we have our burst damage, Genji is not really something we can feasibly fight. But we can come down here and make Raylan blind so she misses her snipe, and then get a bunch of money from those bots at the same time. Raylan's going to be sniping in about 3 seconds again. There it goes. Or not, I'm surprised. Yeah, there it goes. And she almost got clunked, but not quite. Pop another smoke here, and it looks like I've been stunned in the smoke, which is unfortunate, but I should be able to get out of there okay, because I can, of course, fly. We do have the money to buy our maximum cooldown upgrade, though, so we're going to get out of here and quickly buy that, because the sooner we have that upgrade, the more effective we will be. Also, the host has just apparently left, or either that or the game decided they were too slow. Okay, so now we have our combo more or less ready. We want to power it up soon. But who's the host now? I'm not sure who the host is. Tomatect is, okay? And we can kill someone here. No, it looks like we cannot quite kill them, but I did get a little bit of nice money out of that. I should have remembered that I just bought my combo, and there we go. We got a nice kill on Na there, who should not have been in the fight at that point, given how low his health was. We can do our combo there to grab some money. We're going to have to run away from Genji, though, because he really hurts. Thankfully, as you can see, we just spammed our way back to full health, and that's what's amazing about the smoke screen and solar crabs combo. Also, we need to get out of here before we get sniped in the face by Raylan. Go get some health there, Tenkumba. Ouch! She still got me. I thought we were out of range there, but apparently we were not. So we're going to grab some extra health here. We're probably going to want to go buy an upgrade soon, because we do have 200 solar now, rather. If we can get another kill here, that would be phenomenal, but I'd be very surprised if we could. We do a little bit of extra damage, and I think we were going to have to run away. So we'll grab some health here just to get extra money. You do get 3 solar for killing every one of these little bots. And let's jump back to base, where we're going to buy our dead seahorse head, which is going to give us a bunch of extra damage. Alright, we're getting close to the point now where we can do serious damage to our enemies. It's a long start, like I said, but once we can get there, we will be scary for some of these guys. Na and Raylan and Genji, these are all prime enemies for fighting with Genji, what's in the face? Vinnie. That's the one. But I took a lot of damage there, so we're going to jump up ahead and grab some extra health from these guys before we go back down. Otherwise, we are going to get our pants beaten. I don't know why I said pants there, but yes, we're going to get beaten pretty badly. And we might be able to kill Na again. Fantastic. He ran right into our hands there. I'm not sure what he was doing. We're going to come down here, though, and smoke on these guys, do some more damage to them, steal some extra money, steal some health, and then probably run away from Genji. Thankfully, the cocoon there protects us from damage, so Raylan's snipe didn't do anything to us, which is one of the most frustrating things about playing with the Genji. His attacks block your attacks. But we can't do anything about that right now, so please do a little bit of extra damage to him, and I should be able to kill him for you. No, it looks like he's going to get away. But we might be able to hurt him on the way down here if we're really quick. No, he's gone. Okay. He is well gone. Ow! Okay, Raylan is using some range upgrades on her snipe, which is going to make her very frustrating to deal with because she's going to be very hard to get away from. But what we're going to do right now, spawn the bots and jump back to spawn, where we'll be able to buy another upgrade. Okay, oh no, I did that a bit preemptively there. We need another 20 solar, which is unfortunate. We're going to grab a little bit more here, and we should be able to get some more soon. It's unfortunate. I was really hoping we had enough already, but I forgot it was 190 and not 170. There we go. Now we have the amount we were looking for. Let's jump out of here. Actually, hang on. See if we can't contribute at all here before we jump back, because we are in the fray now. We might as well contribute. Let's get up here and see if there are people who have damage. Yes, there is. Excellent. Jump in there, do some damage, jump out. That did not work very well, but that's okay. We tried. We're getting out of here now before anything else happens so we can get those damage upgrades and actually start to help people. Alright, there we go. We bought our damage upgrade there, the file. We're going to jump back into the fray and hopefully do some damage, because they've taken out our first turret, which means that the battle is now starting to turn against us. We're going to have to try pretty hard now to get that turret. It's a great tactic for Raylan that she just did there. What do you call them? The snipe timer while she was in the air so that she can immediately snipe people out of the sky. Apparently we're fighting against a good Raylan, which is something I haven't seen too recently. I do like a challenge though, so that'll be something. We'll heal ourselves up here using these guys, and then we will hopefully be able to fight them once the battle returns. Unfortunately, enemy bots do heal up once they get close to your turret, which makes them harder to kill once they get to that point. We're going to try and get in here and kill this. Genji! Excellent. Genji is dead. Fantastic. That gives us another little edge here, so we can hopefully push up a little bit easier. Unfortunately, their big bot just got past us, which isn't great, but we are going to try and do some damage here, smoke out these guys, which should give us all of our health back, and we should be able to kill them nice and easily this way, as we are able then to push forwards. If we can get a nice bot wave pushing up here, we should be able to do some good damage to their towers. Unfortunately, I got sniped there. The problem with Raylan's snipe is that if she's lagging at all, she has a really good chance of hitting you without you being able to do a darn thing about it. We're going to come over here and try and get some extra health from these guys, because they are here, so we might as well grab them. And then we're going to try and drop down behind our enemies and see if we can't cut off their escape, which would be very nice. Genji is behind me, though, which is going to make this very difficult. Can I get... Yes! Excellent! We got jumped on the bounce pad and got out of there. Fantastic. That worked out perfectly. So, we're going to try and do some more damage here. Unfortunately, the... I'm trying to say the storm that Genji just dropped there makes things a bit difficult for us. Oh, I'm going to get sniped here. That's not ideal. We need to get out of here. Raylan's snipe does a lot of damage, in case you hadn't noticed. It is a seriously, seriously scary attack. We do have about 350 solar, though, so we're going to jump back to spawn. I probably shouldn't have teleported and just walked over here, but we're going to get over here, buy some health upgrades now, so we're going to be a little bit harder for Raylan to take out. Once we get the full 75 bonus, we're only up to 25 right now, it'll be a lot harder for her to kill so easily. And that'll be nice. So, time to do some damage here. Alright, unfortunately we did not do any damage there, which is not what we were hoping to do. If we come up here, we should be able to steal some health, although we'll leave the rest for Gnaw so that he isn't completely doomed. And we're going to drop down on the Genji, who should be right here. Excellent, although my timing is a little bit off. I'm not going to be able to get him. No, unfortunately. Okay, well, we did a bunch of damage there, and we pushed them back. My timing was, as I said, a tiny bit off there, and we missed the kill, but we should be ready to go again shortly, and that snipe is nasty. Come on now, you're right in the middle of my smoke. Unfortunately, I placed that smoke fairly badly too, which makes things a little bit more difficult for me. Thankfully, though, that bot has taken a lot of shots, so we can do some damage to these flying creeps. Now, I am going to die here, pretty much. Nope, we survived, just barely. We'll get that health back. They're probably going to intercept us up here this time. Yes, they're pretty much right there. I'm going to be running away now. I'm not interested in dying right here. And we are going to try and smoke some of their bots if we can. She's going to try and snipe me in a minute, but I was not in that line. You saw that. That was definitely hacks. And by hacks, I just mean it was a lag-related kill. But it happens. What's the lag right now on them? Oh, pretty good so far. It's disappointing because for Raylan, I'm sure it looked like it was a perfect snipe. So it's hard for me to really get frustrated as her, given that I play a lot of Raylan, so I know what it feels like. But, you know what, we have to deal with what we deal with. So, we are doing a good bit of damage here. We need to make sure we actually push up, though, because until we get one of their towers down, we're playing at a distinct disadvantage. Enemy bots spawn a lot more quickly when you have one of their towers down. One of your towers down, rather. So if we can push back and take out one of their towers, we will be much better off. Unfortunately, this is not looking good for us, and we're going to have a hard time here. I'm getting a lot of money back from this lovely smoke screen. We might be able to kill them here. Please cool down, please cool down. No, we're not going to get him. Oh, I got him. Fantastic. We almost got both of them. Not escaped with a tiny bit of health, but we did get their Genji, which will let us actually push now. Oh, good. The poison killed Na too, as we got both of them there. Fantastic. We're going to taunt there just for lulz. And we will keep pushing. It looks like, ooh, I'm amazed I didn't get sniped by that one. I guess that was the lag working in our favor for once. So we're going to smoke these guys, which should actually let us tank the damage from the tower, which is pretty crazy. And unfortunately, Na was an idiot and got himself murdered. So we're going to watch out here because Raylan does have that really long-range snipe she'll be able to use against us shortly. We are going to watch out for that, smoke these guys out to make sure we get some extra lovely money from them. We have a ton of money. We're going to go spend that before we come back to push. So we are getting to the point now where we are a little bit more scary. Once we can get our weapon firepower up as well, we'll be much more dangerous. So there is the health bonuses we want. We'll take the bonus to solar when we kill an enemy, which hopefully will pay for itself soon. And we need to get over there and help out our Clunk before he gets killed or the person he's chasing gets away. Now I want to get over there soon because it looks like it's Genji, which means we can do some serious damage right now. Raylan's going to try and snipe me, I think. No, she did not try and snipe me because she couldn't see me. Clever girl. Unfortunately, she did try and snipe, but I was still well in hiding. I almost can get that Genji, but not safely enough to try it. So we're going to hide up here for a minute until our powers are cooled down, and now we're going to try and murder someone. Dodged that spit attack, which is good, and now we can go for the kill here. Unfortunately, Na got away there, but we might get another chance if he decides he wants to come fight us still. Yes, he did, which means he's going to almost die. Not quite, though, unfortunately. We'll grab this health so he can't get it, and if he's stupid enough to come back here, we'll be able to kill him. Unfortunately, he did not come back, so we're going to drop down and try and kill Raylan, like so. Unfortunately, she did not get killed there. She was hiding far enough in the tower we couldn't kill her through it. Ooh, we'll get her one of these days. Like, maybe right now. Oh, he stunned me in the cocoon. That was the problem. Alright, well, that almost worked. If Genji hadn't managed to cocoon me there, we would have been able to kill possibly both of them because the cocoon, or rather the spikes, do go through towers, which makes them very effective. We're going to drop down again and see if we can't do another nice murder stab in here. And did not quite get anyone. We're stuck in the snow trap. There we go. Got away just in time so Raylan couldn't snipe us. Whew. But now she dies. Oh, she got away. Excellent. We're going to get killed here, I think, unless we get really lucky and she doesn't decide to snipe us. Excellent, she can't see us. Unfortunately, I might get killed here by Na. No, we're good. Na, I could have killed if I had been thinking, but it looks like our Na got him, so it's okay. We're going to teleport back to spawn now and buy some upgrades for our gun. We are significantly highly leveled compared to our enemies, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, it looks like one of their characters just legged it. Yes, their Na has given up, which is unfortunate, and they have been replaced by a bot. Well, it could happen. I suppose he's been dying a lot, so it makes sense that he would give up. But it's always sad when your opponents give up early. Alright, so now here we have a bit of a problem. She's going to try and snipe us. Excellent. We are going to smoke screen here. Waste it. It's going to take us another 10 seconds now to be able to attack, but that should push them back, which is what we wanted. I'm trying to intercept them by coming around the top here, which should work, I think. Unfortunately, my aim was not very good, and I didn't do much damage there. But we're going to try again in a minute once that power cools down. Actually, we're just going to get out of here at the moment. Thank you very much. Not interested in fighting both of them in enemy lines. We do have a fairly good chance here of doing some serious damage, though, to these guys. So we're going to drop down from above. Oh, no. That did a lot more damage than I expected. Yes, you should never underestimate the time rip. Unfortunately, I didn't realize there was one there until after I dodged into it, which meant we got horribly murdered. So that was not so good. That was definitely a tactical error on my part. But well played from Raylan. Alright, so we are going to try and get back in there as quickly as possible and hopefully do some more damage. We got a bunch of kills so far, which is nice, but we haven't really been able to push their towers very hard yet, and it looks like they're taking us out pretty badly. So we really need to get over there and support our team, otherwise we're going to be in some serious trouble. Yes, I know we're in trouble there, Clunk. So, we're going to try and push back here, and it should be quite nice. Now, unfortunately, we lost that turret before I could respawn, which is not good. Now they're going to be in our base, which is going to be seriously nasty, unless we can do some damage quick. Ooh. No, they shouldn't actually be able to do anything to us. Please, please overestimate your skill. Oh, yes, go that way. You're going to die that way. And I'm stuck in a cocoon, so I can't do a darn thing. And she is dead. That's one of the big things about trying to push into the enemy base before you take out both of their turrets. It's really easy to accidentally run into a turret that you cannot get out of. And we should be able to kill their Genji here. Kill the Genji, and one more dash should get him. I'm amazed he survived that. Alright, now, I can't kill him. Okay, that's unfortunate, because we could have killed him quite easily there, but now he's going to get killed probably by our Clunk. Yes, well, that was unfortunate, because he dodged a whole bunch of our spike dives by a tiny margin. Kind of amazed he didn't get hit by those, but he is now dead, so that's good. We're going to push forward now. We really need to push up, otherwise we're going to be at a serious disadvantage. The fact is, now that they have access to our base, this is going to be very hard for us to recover from. We're going to do our best, of course, but it will be quite tricky. I might be able to do some serious damage to this Clunk here if he decides he actually wants to fight us like that, especially because ours is right nearby, and our Clunk got the kill. But that's okay, at least someone did. We do not go into Raylan's slow field. That is one of the key lessons that I forgot earlier today, and we have now learned. We do not go into Raylan's slow field. But we do dash at her from behind, and hopefully not. The slow field! That's the problem with that thing. It slows you down so much, you get really stuck, and it gets really easy for the enemy to take advantage of your immobility that way. So we could have easily killed Raylan there if I hadn't gotten stuck in the slow field in the ceiling. And we got hit in the cocoon, which is not a problem, it's just a little bit annoying. We can kill Raylan now pretty easily. There we go. Got a nice kill off on Raylan. Now we're going to circle around and try and get Genji if he tries to come back for the health, which he very well may do right about now. And he should be dead. Next attack we can get off if I can get... No, he get away. Okay. That's okay, though. It's a good amount of damage done. Our bullets are now quite effective. The fact is they now do 15 damage per salvo instead of just 9 that they were doing. Unfortunately, that does not block the turrets, but it will make it a bit annoying for Genji to be there because he doesn't know where we are. We're going to come down and harass this bottom turret here for a little bit because we can, and the enemies are not going to be giving us too much trouble, so we'll do that now, and it looks like our bots are dying, so we're going to run back up to the top. Ooh, so we're going to drop our smoke in there, so we get lots of health back from them. We're going to dodge the possible snipe that was about to happen there. Good, to do some damage. I didn't even see that slow field because of my own smoke. That is unfortunate. We have a little bit of money left. We're going to teleport back to spawn to buy our final upgrade, and we are doing pretty good. We are at the top of our team's board. Maximum upgrades. I should let myself heal fully before I jump back into the fray here. There we go. And this is what makes Vinnie scary. You have that really nice high burst damage that you can throw at your enemy, and they're going to have a hard time dealing with it. The only problem is that sometimes those needles are not very consistent, and they don't always do exactly what you expect them to. Now, we're probably going to have a slow field to deal with here. No, we got hit with the stun, which is unfortunate. And I'm going to get by... Oh, Clark in a minute. Ouch. Sorry there, friend. I did not mean to do that to you, but I'll leave all of these to you. Excellent. Alright, well we can hit this guy, outrun for cover, because these guys are going to give us some serious hurt in a second. Grab that health up there, because it's harder for other characters to reach, and we can kill Max. Excellent. He did manage to get his explosion off, but not before we could kill him. So we're going to drop down below here and see if we can't get some money out of their... Ooh, that was close. Money out of their bots, which we should be able to do no problem. And now we have no attack power, so we're going to hide up here in the ceiling for a bit. Once we get that ability to do our combo again, we'll push it back down and try and kill Raylan, which will be right about now. And Raylan's dead. Excellent. See what I mean? There's nothing they can do. And the fact is that since you dash through them, you do some serious damage to them. There we go. You stop them from running away from you because you're now on the other side that they're trying to run through. Very effective strategy. Very effective. We should be able to keep doing some damage here as we progress. Ooh, I do love me some Vinnie and Spike. Alright, do some more damage, get some more money, heal off this money on the floor. Okay, we're on the advantage now. We have been pretty significantly pushing since we came forward here, which is what I like to see. Do some damage there, pop a smoke, making it harder for them to advance. Circle around to try and stop anyone from coming up to get the health. Alright, can we get someone from behind here? No, we cannot. Unfortunately, that's okay though. There's no one there to grab. Excellent. The interesting thing about this Creeper skin is it's one of the only skins in the game that you can get by killing the person who has it. The way it works is, it is a infectious skin. So if you kill the person wearing it, you get one. A very cool little thing they added in. It's going to get much easier to find later once they actually have more of them in the game, but as it stands, it's not so hard to get yet. And we're going to try and kill someone here. No, unfortunately, Genji has his healing ability now on his shield power, so he's going to be much harder for us to kill, but we can harass still. And I hit the top of the button there, that's unfortunate. Once our power is recharged, we can try and push in, but they're all there right now, so I'm not really sure I want to dive into their entire team. Although one of our guys is trapped by the turret, so if we don't get in there to help him, he will die. And he has died. Well, I saw that coming. So we have a ton of money now and nothing left to spend it on. Oh, there goes Nas Plants, that's unfortunate. Hope he's okay. And we have hopefully saved our Clonk. Get out of there, friend. You can run. Run away. Don't kill yourself. And we're gonna die now. Okay, that's unfortunate. Please don't have the timing right. Good. It's really hard to time your snipes with Raylan's power, so we got lucky there because he failed his attack. Please kill him after all that work we did. No, I'm gonna die if I don't run. And Raylan has killed our Clunk. That's not so good. Alright, I'm gonna run away, pop our bots out. Not that they do much on a map with Raylan or Coco, but, oof. Oof, that was a pretty good coordinated kill they just pulled off against our Clunk, as he stated down below. So we have nothing left to buy. All the money we generate now is just going to sit there. But hopefully we'll be able to make some progress with it anyway. So we have... We're just doing pretty good here. 8 kills. That's pretty darn nice. We're going to see if we can't push up a little bit harder, because as it stands, we're not making too much progress on their towers, although we do have access to their spawn now, which is phenomenal. That gives us a serious edge here in the fighting side of things. And I'm going to get beat up pretty bad if I don't go out of there. Okay, we got all our health back from our smoke screen, which is what we were hoping for. And we can maybe kill Max here if we can wait until he gets a full charge. I'm not sure. We might be able to get him. Yes, we're probably going to get him before he gets away. He's going to explode on us, but we kill him anyway. Excellent. Also, we're going to grab that health before we go back down because it's free. Excellent. Now we're going to drop down and hopefully kill someone who's trying to run away, because it looks like... Oh, good. Genji is dead. He's dying. There's no way he's getting out of this. And we killed him. Excellent. We got the cocoon off on us, but we got him with that dive. Now we're going to try and get Raylan before she can get away, although she's probably going to get away. We're going to run up quickly to the health, because that's where she's going. No, she got her slow field up, so we're not going in there. She would have done some serious damage to us there if we had gone in. Now she's going to have full health, because I'm pretty sure there were enough for her there. We're going to drop down below and see if we can't intercept her down here now. I'm stuck. Okay, no, she got out, but she's probably going to die still because she's not going to have anywhere to go. We're not going to chase her directly through there because she was going to come back like that. Now she is going to try and snipe us when we try and follow her, so we're not going to follow her. That's how that works. This is probably going to be a fairly long video, but it depends on the game. Sometimes they go very quickly, and sometimes they really don't. So we're going to try and push up here and see if we can't take someone out offhand. It looks like Raylan needs to die. She's doing very well for herself. Okay, so we're going to come over here and harass these bots. We're going to try and push our bottom lane, so we're probably going to have to go spawn some flying bots in a second first. Oh, here come the enemies, so that's not so good. Get out of that, please. No, thank you. He did some damage to himself, which is great. We're going to pop in there and do some serious damage to them, although it looks like we're also taking some serious damage here, and that snipe got me from way out of screen. I had no idea Raylan was even there, rather. I have no idea where that slow field came from, either. So we're down to 1,000 money already. That's why we don't need the solar tree very much. For most classes, you really, really want the solar tree, because that gives you the ability to actually have money. Now, they're pushing our base right now, so we need to get in there and fight them. Otherwise, we are going to lose after having that lovely push. Not that we can really guarantee anything happening anyway. We want to give them as hard a time of it as possible. We're taking a lot of damage here, though, which is not good. Thankfully, we have our healing source here, whereas they do not have a font of healing right beside us. Ooh, if we can kill them, we need to push all the way to their base and actually just take them out directly, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to yet. So we're going to try and take out Genji here with a nicely placed hit. Unfortunately, he is doing really well there at dodging our attacks. So we're going to run back and heal up a bit more. This is not looking good for us. We're taking a lot of damage here and not pushing back very hard. Well, actually, we're not taking a lot of damage here. They're just holding us at this position. Ow, we got hit pretty bad there. We may die here. Okay, run back, get the health. Genji should have to run now. And we just lost our Clunk. That was not what we wanted to see. Yeah, seriously there, Clunk. That was unfortunate. Seriously unfortunate. Alright. And die, please. Die. Just die. There we go. Got him. And she's gonna get us. Ouch. Not enough to kill us, but this is really unfortunate. My team is not able to connect to anything here. At two kills and 5 deaths each, they've been really causing us some hard times here. We might be able to get Raylan now that she doesn't have her support, though. She's gonna have a hard time getting away from us. Yes, there she goes. We need to push right now. We really need to push. Okay. Unfortunately, most of my team is also dead. We're gonna push as hard as we can, though. We're not gonna be able to get to their spawn before they respawn, but we'll be able to turn this around and maybe win. Maybe. No expectations at this point, especially because he just respawned as well. We'll see what we can do here. We might be able to take out that Max. If I can get out of this slow... It's the worst being stuck up in there. And we're stuck. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, we're not really going to be able to push them straight back to their spawn, as I suspected, but we hopefully will be able to do some damage to them here. Let's see what we can do here against these stinking flying bots. They're the worst. Okay. I'm going to push in, try and take out this tower next. I'm being stun-locked again. Fun. And kill someone. And I'm dead. I got stuck in the slow field. Nicely placed. That was good. Good on her part. I'm level 43 right now, so there's little I can do to upgrade myself. I just need my teammates to help me push. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen. From the looks of things, we are going to lose this game and that's unfortunate. But we did have a very good fight here, so I don't feel too bad about it, and it looks like a bunch of other people have been pushed back to their spawn there, so we might have a chance to recover here before they push back against us. We still have a chance, although it isn't a great one. Although also, both of their bottom towers are down, which is nice. That'll give us a little bit of an edge. I'm missing all of this money, but I don't really care, because it doesn't do me any good at this point. Okay, so now we need to get back there and force them back from our spawn, because if they get in here again, we're going to be in trouble. But thankfully, we should have some nice bots pushing against their spawn, which should make them think twice about attacking us. Also, they're trying to take out our turret now. We need to get over there and protect that thing, because that is what's giving us what edge we have. And I just got stunned. Phenomenal! I'm gonna get back out of there. Ouch, she hit me anyway. That's not very nice of her. Also, her field is down, now we can kill her. Unfortunately, now we can't kill her, and I'm stuck, which means I'm gonna die. No, I'm not gonna die. Fantastic. Stinking Genji making it impossible for me to kill anyone. And I'm stunned again, making it impossible for me to kill you. Oh, Genji, you're my least favorite character in this game. He's fairly powerful, he's, you know, whatever, but the big thing I hate about him is the fact that he just slows the entire game down. What with the fact that he makes everyone stunned all the time, he has the ability to heal his allies, which is fine, he just slows the entire game down, in my opinion. Very frustrating guy to play against, and I'm stuck! Get out of there! Alright, let's help take out some of these bots and see if we can't turn this around. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go rush their spawn. If they don't stop me, I should be able to do some damage before they manage to turn around, and I don't think anyone has actually respawned yet, so we should be able to cause them some trouble here. So I can get back over there before they can get over to me, which means we'll be able to do some nice damage, as long as my teammates don't kill any of them before I can get over there. Because they haven't spawned any bots near me, so they don't even know I'm here yet. Now they do, and it's going to be too late for them to get over to me to do anything about it. So we're going to attack this, and they should probably be coming back over to try and deal with me now. I'm not actually sure if that does any damage to the spawn, but it probably does. Awesome, they sent Max over, which is fine. Generate some money out of him. Now they're over here, so we're going to run. They did teleport back to me. Excellent, that was exactly what we wanted to have happen. Hopefully my teammates can deal with their Genji, which it looks like they did, and now as long as I can hang back here, we should be able to take them out. Perfect. We forced them back to their spawn. Now we're going to come over here again around the top and do it again. And drop down here and force them back to their spawn. Now they know I'm coming, and they got me. Nice. Well, not much I could do there. That was a well-placed slow field, but we want to keep harassing them, because if we don't harass them, they're going to take us out completely. So my team should be probably defending right now, because they're not feeling the attacking strategy, but if we keep pushing forward, we should be able to get them. I don't mind taking some deaths right now. We do have 12 kills, which kind of makes up for it. Unfortunately, it looks like we're being pushed back pretty hard now, and we're probably going to lose this at this stage, but we'll see. I'm going to respawn before they get back to our base, so I might be able to help out a little bit. I'm not going to really care about grabbing the money, because it doesn't do us much good, but I'll try and grab a little bit of it as we go down. And we'll see. Hopefully you guys have been finding this interesting, too. There's not much I can do to change how it goes, because, well, my teammates haven't been attacking very much, but I do what I can. Can I get someone in here? No, it doesn't look like it, but I can do some damage. We did get someone there. Can we get Genji as well? Looks like it. Get him. Thank you. Alright, our base just survived. Now we need to attack. Attack, 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 attack. We have a tiny, tiny window of opportunity here. This is our chance. Blue team is all dead. We might be able to take them here. Although I'm the only... Oh, really? A bot got it? That's disappointing. Disappointing. Rather disappointing. Yeah, I probably could have been able to defend that, but that's okay. It happens sometimes. Our opportunity is whether to attack or to lose. So we attacked and we still lost. It happens. Anyway, good game there, folks, and we will head out. So we don't get to level up, it's already at the maximum level, and that was our game of Awesomenauts. If you have enjoyed the game, well, it was a little bit of a mess. Ooh, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on it if you did like it, and I will see you next time. Although I guess one more little quick thing here to say is that I'm not sure how often these videos will come out, because I can play the characters I'm good at, but I don't know how I'll be able to play the characters I'm not good at, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, if you liked the episode, let me know, because I don't know if I should do more of these. Till then, see you next time. Bye-bye.